It's dark and calm in the Libyan capital now after some of its worst fighting since the revolution there 3 years ago. Powerful militias attacked the General National Congress Sunday. Lawmakers had already evacuated the building, but the militias blocked the road leading to it to keep them from re-entering. A short while ago, a militia calling itself the Libyan National Army demanded lawmakers freeze their work and hand over power. Witnesses say the fighting also spread to other parts of Tripoli, with blasts and gunfire coming from the road leading to the airport. All this 2 days after a bloodbath in Benghazi, fueling fears of an all-out civil war. CNN's Jomana Karadsheh is calling in now from Tripoli. What's been happening around you?
Well, Jonathan, as you mentioned, it's a very tense calm in the city now after that fierce fighting that started around Parliament and spread to different parts of the capital. Now we're receiving initial casualty figures from the Libyan Ministry of Health. They say at least 2 people were killed and 66 were wounded so far in these battles between militias from the western mountain city of Zintan, who are based here in Tripoli, and other armed groups here in the capital. It really seems, Jonathan, that this is far from over, although it sounds very quiet right now. It's past midnight here. Just a couple of hours ago, we had a dangerous announcement made by the self-declared Libyan National Army, where they pretty much announced that they were dismissing the interim parliament. Now, this situation has really been in motion for months. The political polarization here reached its highest levels. We've got 2 camps, an Islamist one and the more liberal one. They've both been coming head-to-head in parliament. They're both backed by powerful militias. And this really is an armed confrontation between these 2 sides that has been averted several times over recent months. Even in February, the United Nations mission here had to intervene and negotiate and stop this confrontation from happening, because the real fear is that this can only lead to one scenario, an all-out civil conflict, Jonathan.
Who is the Libyan National Army that's taken it on itself to dismiss the lawmakers?
Well, we first heard of them this weekend when a force led by a retired general entered Benghazi. They attacked Islamist militia bases in an air and ground assault. They described this as an operation to purge Benghazi of extremist forces. That fighting was really horrible. People there saying, today we're hearing from the Ministry of Health saying that 70 people were killed. And that general, Khalifa Haftar, has declared that there is no return, no turning back from what he has started, and that they will continue their fight, although the situation in Benghazi seems calm for the past 24 hours. Now, the government here has called this general's move a coup attempt. Now, today in Tripoli, Jonathan, what we're seeing seems to be a parallel movement by militia brigades from Zintan, who have declared war pretty much on the Islamist, what they say is the Islamist-controlled General National Congress or Parliament. Now, it's not clear how coordinated these moves were, but it's becoming clear that they are linked and they have a common goal, which is fighting the Islamist forces in the country.
After the people of Libya overthrew Moammar Gadhafi, this could hardly be what they were hoping for.
Absolutely. This has been the fear. You know, Jonathan, we've covered this story over the past 3 years. What happened after the revolution? These revolutionary forces refused to disarm, refused to disband. They have become militias. One of the biggest challenges to this country that has been trying to build state security forces, a police and army, the one demand we keep hearing over and over from the Libyan people, but that has not happened, and the country is awash with these militias and weapons. Now, these militias are divided along so many lines, different regional affiliations, different tribal allegiances, and also along ideological lines. So this is a very dangerous situation. All these militias, very powerful, armed to the teeth. So a lot of concern here about what might unfold over the next few days.
Jomana Karadsheh in Tripoli.